A game of spot the Osama, the Mideast, the Muslim PR campaign, and American pop culture. I'm Melton, son of a carpenter. My dad carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Marianne. I'm the son of a carpenter. I get to make parables. I'm also a graphic artist. That could be your business card. What business do you have? I could put it here, there, where the number is. It was so much better than those paper ones. And yes, you can print them out 1,000 times. As your family's photos, 4x6 prints. Go to www.daffodillia.blogspot.com. Also, Christ Complex 2. Number 2 to digit 2. .wixsite.com/daffodillia. There's Daffodillia right there. Oh, that's me. That's Daffodillia. And let me tell you, as I get this purple over, I got a lot to do, so I'm gonna try to make it quick. It was a nightly. I did it in a minute last night, but I can kind of stretch out a little bit. And Joe and Mitch are at a college bar. They could be at a bar. They could be on a military base. They could be a church gathering. Neighbors. They could be neighbors in doing this. And they're talking about how you see the Muslim, Mormon, well, even a Mormon. I'm not going to get into that too much. Is there? Their sister fraud of faith, the one's just more violent in the way they perform their religious censorship, and one is more politically correct. It wouldn't make any difference at all if either one was hijacking a call when you needed the fireman police paramedics, would it? Both accomplish the same objective, right? Pick up your phone right now, 424-229-4140. Try to call me and see your family's lifeline not working. I've been asking for 9 years for that first Flight 93. Check and post in 5 call. Check up America's Lifeline. Make that video, post that video. And yeah, you got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed, you're being a reporter. You're doing the job reporters aren't. You're doing it with your phone. We can all do the job reporters aren't doing with our phones. And yeah, we should do that. Call me up in front of reporters, network news anchors, local news anchors, any on the public eye, 424-229-4140. And ask them, mayors, governors, senators, anyone in the public eye. Ask them, how do you reach Melton? Why can't I reach Melton? I got it wrong. Why can't I reach Melton when else will my phone not be allowed to work? Why aren't you covering that? That affects every American. And it's easily documented, not one bit of mail in those 9 years of asking. Well, that first Flight 93 check, not one bit of mail about the 93 check, about the Osama rumor, about the, my Tommy pearls. Done a whole lot of attention getting stuff in the past decade, and not anything about my son of a carpenter married stuff either. But yeah, I'm growing a new pair of eyes, gotta grow a whole new body. Dad says I'll get my blue eyes back, and then he always sighs when I say I had blue eyes, and he says you'll get your memory back too, son. But yeah, be the reporter. Try to call me and make a video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Now let me get to my sugar check. Apparently you need high sugar checks, and as I often say, this is your family's lifeline. It's an electronic device. If the sugar counts are high, I shouldn't eat, and then of course I'll be weak, and I won't be able to design beautiful imagery, won't be able to design those 5s that tell everyone how to check and post in 5. But let me get to the game of spot. Spot the Muslim PR campaign, the Middle Eastern PR campaign, the Oh, it's been brought up personally because had a very Middle Eastern, very Muslim-looking guy beating on the door a few days back, and the Hindu-looking woman, or I'm not schooled, had a funny-looking thing right up there. That's a new manager, a Vinaya, not doing anything about someone who's dangerous, who's beating on doors, who's intimidating the entire apartment complex. Made sure to be loud enough on that door and yell and scream to intimidate everyone in the apartment complex who might complain about hatred noise. So, yeah, it's been brought up with me, so I'm bringing it up with you, how you can spot. Let me see if I can remember how I did it last night. Joe, he says, how about this show we saw last night on TV? And it's literally a show I saw last year sometime. I'm not sure what it was, so I won't go into it. But it had a very, just like the guy beating on the door, Muslim, Middle Eastern looking guy, hogtied on top of a skyscraper. Oh, E3. That's unreal. Hogtied on top of a skyscraper is a very American looking guy. Was attempting to shoot down a plane with a rocket launcher of some kind. That is, yes, that's usually the other way around, you think. And it kind of jabbed it in there, so I'm not sure. Oh, 216. Yeah, I've had up over 500, and 94 is the lowest I've recorded, and I feel the same both ways. Maybe it's just the son of a carpenter Mary's metabolism. Who knows? But yeah, Mitch goes on to say, oh, if you want the short one, just look for last night. I did real nice, I think. Mitch goes on to say, well, how about the American Sniper movie? It's something they played at convalescent hospital from hell I had to stay in. Yes, after I lost 80 pounds in 1 month. Then 70 plus days at the hospital, then year and a half at the convalescent hospital from hell, and they played this again and again. It was on like one of those pay-per-view pay things, those pay channels you get. And every time I went to the dining room to eat, there it was, American Sniper. I caught bits of it here and there, and he looks more like a Muslim sniper, doesn't he? He got the beard. If I remember correctly, it had a. It was aiming to elicit sympathy for. It did a pretty good job of it, I'd say. Elicit sympathy for folks who use their holy book to justify anger and violence against the rest of the world. It's classically thought of as not a religious or a spiritual kind of endeavor. A kid running with a Bible or something and their holy book over there, and the sniper shot him. That's kind of upright and over the top, isn't it? As far as, how dare you question us about attacking you with 9/11. I'm not sure if the movie was before. I'm assuming it's after. This is what you do. And it's propaganda, it's PR. You need to pick up your phones to do some truth PR. But back to my parable that I did last night very well, I have to say. Joe goes, yeah, well, how about, I didn't get the description in, so it's up to 10 minutes. I'm going to try and keep it as short as I can here, in a long-winded one. But Joe says, how about the Osama? I will try to get the Osama rumor in. How about the Osama bin Laden bits of video played over and over and over and over and over it. Every time something bad happened in that neck of the woods, we saw what was presented in those two video clips as a tough teacher who addresses his followers. I think he was cross-legged, and there were butterflies flying around him, and he held that finger up again and again and again and again. A tough teacher. Go through Louisiana. If you don't see a pickup truck with a rifle in the back, and Louisiana, yes, it's not exactly the Mideast, but yeah, a lot of parts of the world that celebrate a tough teacher who, and yeah, this is my interpretation. Do your own. The most focused one will rise to the top, and everyone can say, yeah, that's true. But yeah, Mitch cries foul. He says that's not bringing up those two video clips they played again and again is not pop culture, because the game is to spot the Muslim, Middle Eastern, Osama bin Laden PR campaign in American pop culture, and that's movies, TVs, books, all that. For all I know, it does include news, so please excuse me if it does. And Joe says, oh no, John Melton Brady, that's me. Melton, son of a carpenter. Stone Cold has been asking for Flight 93 checks of America's lifelines for over 9 years. It's easily documented. You can use FedEx, UPS, any private carrier. Certify your mail at the post office. Just plain send your mail. Don't get any of it. Make a video of whatever you send. Make a video of your 5-minute call. It takes 5 minutes to make the video, post the video. All with your phone in a lot of cases. If you don't have the internet on your phone, of course, you gotta offload and then upload from there. But yeah, the news media hasn't been covering that, and they've been covering a lot of fake news, and earthquakes are fake news to someone in a part of the world compared to. I mean, earthquakes are real news, guys, of course, but earthquakes are tornadoes. Hurricanes, they're very real, of course, and all that, but the most important thing to everyone is your lifeline working all the time when you need the firemen, police, paramedics. It's not true. Call me up, because you're a Christian, perhaps, a real Christian, not a Mormon, not an Adventist, a real Christian. Because you're in the wrong neck of the woods, you live in the wrong place, whatever the reason, you're not reaching me. And news media can't document something you can document with your phone. Yeah, Joe counters that, yeah, they're not covering the news, they're giving us fake news. The Russian buffoon guy waving the Russian flag, if that's true, he's Russian, he pieces of them. I don't like him, he's buffoonish. Likes the sound of his own voice. And yes, you know how I feel about the putting someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. I didn't like that one either. They don't name them Hussein unless they're Muslim, and yes, our presidency is also pop culture now because of Hollywood, because of whoever's placing. Can't reach me to tell me who I should vote for. Well, I had one more of these. Can't reach me to tell me who I should vote for. You can't reach voter registration links at vote-truth.blogspot.com. To register to vote, follow the links, register to vote. Yeah, they placed the guy, the Muslim guy, with all the different choices they had. And think how that looks to a different part of the world. I mean, is that the Muslim guy was beating on the door, calling me names and threatening me. if I lodged a complaint about the hatred noise disturbing half the apartment complex. It's intimidating everyone else in those apartments. 50 plus, 51 I think. Here at Teague Terrace, 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065 if you're certifying mail. And Vania, the management who can speak, was explaining part of a staged event, who knows, I was explaining to someone else who was having trouble with Muslims, Middle Easterns. He said, I'm going to have to learn to speak Arabic. And I thought she was Indian. Hindu, it got the thing right above her eyes. She told him how to say, peace be with you, or whatever it is, in Arabic. And yes, they got the bearded maintenance guy here who literally told me the heating, the reason it's not working, it runs on heat. You have to go in here and he turns on the heat, the hot water. It runs on hot water, excuse me. But of course it runs on heat. He told me it runs on hot water. And now finally, heat's not a big problem except for the fact that I'm growing a new body and I can get cold, I can get hot. It all depends. But yeah, towards the end of this cold season, this winter, they finally fixed the heater, at least they fixed it. It takes hours and it goes up to 72, 73. But yeah, how does that look? America gets attacked from the outside by those angry, violent folks, and they get attacked from the inside. Placing someone named Hussein, the highest office in the world. Right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. It doesn't. A lot of countries don't have the military might, don't have the resources to go after terrorists. So they're not just attacking on the state, not just attacking from the outside and the inside of America. They're attacking the whole damn world. And that's also attacking us because they get strongholds in different countries that see what happened to America and don't want to cause trouble. So, by all means, we're not going to give you trouble. You have to take a stand. It's about the bully in the neighborhood. You get the entire neighborhood together and you solve the problem. No, yeah, that's how that goes. I promised you Osama bin Laden is or was, and if you believe my street fiction about a whole lot of folks that look alike, lots of them out there. Gene pool stuff, you can call it whatever you want. My fiction always disappears when you pick up your phone. You can't reach me. 424-229-4140. Make that video of American Sci-Tech Lifelines and post it. That's fact. I put my call logs on youtube.com/DNFD series. Look for the Meltless Call Logs playlist. You also find the Stigmata Eyes and the Tommy Purples. Check them out. But yeah, it's a rumor that Osama bin Laden is Hussein's. Well, I don't call him, but except because you don't hear that in the news media a lot, I don't call him by Obama or Barack, at least not anymore. Those who placed Hussein, you had to have a connection somewhere, huh? It's in Hollywood, and that's what needs to be cleaned up. Make your videos of you pointing out Osama's PR campaign in American pop culture. And American pop culture now includes the news and presidency. But yeah, that's why Hussein, grew up in Africa during those formative years to be closer to his dad during those formative years. Then moved on to Hawaii, then went on to Harvard, and then to be placed with all the different choices they had right after 9/11. to be placed in the highest office in the world. Someone is promoting an ideology on the world stage. And they're doing it very methodically. We can do it with, we can counteract that with truth. And humor and pointing stuff out like this is a good way to do it as well. Pick up those phones. They make videos nowadays. Make a video of you explaining that. Of course, make the video of you hijack call to me. And yeah, come see me in person. Have wit will travel. You see someone besides me in the 19,000 plus images you see in my hand, on my chest, or at those sites in my websites. Milton Page also has Milton Links. Got a few blog spots. Also has all of this in there. You see someone other than me, I'm changing that. Somebody's torn down the Great Wall of Evil around me. And that Great Wall of Evil is doing other things, such as placing Hussein in our White House and now the Russian buffoon guy. We need to take America and the world back. Do that. Make those videos only you can make. That's one way to do it. Covered everything. Yeah, the Osama rumor. I've heard sometimes, at those press conferences or photo ops, as I call them, someone will snap out a phrase like Vanaya downstairs. Snap out a phrase, a question, and Hussein would answer in, try it with the Russian. Use Russian. Would answer in Farsi, Arabic, whatever they call that. Come see me in person. Have wit will travel. It's 22 minutes. Goodbye. See you this afternoon. Make those videos. Spot the Muslim, Mormon, Mormon. I'm not going to get into that. The Muslim Middle East, Osama PR campaign, American pop culture. Spot it so they'll be embarrassed and stop doing that.